It's been over a decade since a serial rapist started targeting women in Tampa, and for 2 years, he got away with it.
But a tenacious prosecutor and 2 courageous women ended his house of horrors in the latest Tampa Bay true crime files. Fox 13's Gloria Gomez brings you the haunting case of Frankie Aguilar.
You have a call at no expense to you from
Frank Aguilar Jr.,
an inmate at
Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Falkenberg Road Jail Facility.
Frankie. Hey, buddy, what's up? It's been a while, man. Yeah.
How long have you been a prosecutor?
I've been with the state attorney's office since 2008. Prosecuted and handled probably thousands.
Is there one that stands out to you?
Absolutely. It was Frankie Aguilar. That was the case that stood out to me and I'll never forget.
So how many chicks are accusing you now? How many came forward?
1, 2, 3, I think.
Wow. Man, I'm telling you, Frankie, you got involved with a bad one here.
Yeah, I know.
Was that the smoking gun for you?
Yeah, that was the jail call was the smoking gun.
Frankie Aguilar is a serial rapist.
There were DVDs and CDs that were videos depicting bondage and women engaged in bondage.
And a master manipulator.
There were knives, there were bullets.
Who lured his vulnerable victims with drugs and prescription pills.
There were leather items that are used to bind someone. It was a regular house of horrors, really.
His first rape victim came forward with a wild story of torture, beatings, and rape.
And then these are some photographs here that were taken from inside the residence.
The case was handed to Hillsborough State Attorney Aaron Hubbard.
If you just heard the story from the victim, you probably wouldn't believe the things that they were telling you. Him locking them in bedrooms, using bondage, using stun guns, tasers, knives, guns, things that were just seemed outrageous.
Outrageous and hard to prove.
We are going to be making a controlled phone call to suspect Frankie Aguilar.
The detectives sat there and recorded the call and had her call him and ask him, you know, about the day, whatever, that would have been 3 days prior, the incident. He kind of like cries and he says, "I'm sorry," you know, but he never really says, you know.
Sorry for what I did.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of says that, you know, she was into it and he was basically making it seem like it was consensual.
But with no DNA or physical evidence, there was little Hubbard could do.
At that point, it was just the victim's word versus the word of Frankie Aguilar.
Hey, it's 96. Hello. All right, so we are working a call. A lady said that she was basically kidnapped and held against her will. We're in Tampa.
There is a report from victim number 2.
We are in contact with SOPA, so they're just asking if the deputy could respond now.
Do you have the victim with you?
Yes, we have the victim.
She said Aguilar, her kidnapper, had a tattoo with the letters BTK.
Frankie Aguilar was obsessed with the BTK serial killer, and BTK means bind, torture, kill.
And she remembered seeing a safe.
I don't think anybody expected what we would find in that safe.
Just as Aguilar's safe is about to spill his dirty little secrets, he tries to control it.
I'll call your mom and try to get that video then.
All right, just the consensual sex stuff. None of nothing else.
Okay.
That's all I want.
All right.
I need you to get all the videos out of the house and bring them to me, but I just want the consensual ones.
You're thinking what when you hear that?
Oh, we knew immediately that there was probably other evidence of victims. You can see an object in his hand, and he's actually looking at the object, and then he puts the object in his pocket. And what you find out by watching that video is that as he's choking that victim and as he's holding her down, trying to rape her, he actually pulls that item out of his shorts, and it's a stun gun. It's a taser. And you can actually hear the taser striking the victim, and she's screaming, asking him to let me go, you're hurting me. And what we learned was that was victim number 1 from 2009.
It was the smoking gun Hubbard needed to charge Aguilar with the first rape.
Once we found that video, like the heavens opened, and now we file charges on the 2009 victim number 1.
All right. There would be 2 trials for each victim, 2 guilty verdicts, and 2 consecutive life sentences. Aguilar will take his last breath behind prison walls.
So he's never getting out of jail?
He will never see the outside of a prison. We protected the community from a monster.
Gloria Gomez, Fox 13 News.
Well, there was a trial scheduled on a 3rd rape survivor, but she decided that justice had been served here already by his 2 life sentences. So she passed on getting a trial for herself, which would have been the 3rd. Aguilar has exhausted now all of his appeals, and he will spend the rest of his life behind bars.